Right, now let's move on to question number 10. So it says here that we are being shown a diagram of y equals to a plus 4 cos bx, where a and b are both positive constants. Now the curve meets the y-axis at 0.06 and the x-axis at a point pi over 6, 0. And the curve meets the x-axis again at the point P and has a minimum point at M. So let's start with the first part of the question. So in the first part of the question, we want to find A and B. What we're going to do is we're going to copy the question, not the question, but the equation itself. Sorry, it's 4 cos bx. Now let's substitute one of these points. When y is equals to 6, x is equals to 0. Right, and cos 0 is actually equals to 1, so I'm going to leave it as this. So our a is going to be equals to 2. Okay, next step, we want to substitute x equals to pi over 6 and y equals to 0. So y is equals to a is going to be 2. I'll plug that in. 4 cos, and then x is pi over 6, so that's b pi over 6. So I want to make cos as the subject, so cos, hold on, b pi over 6 is equals to negative 1 over 2. Then we'll bring cos to the other side. We will get 2 pi over 3. Yeah, 2 pi over 3. Then we can cancel the pi, and then we bring cross multiply 6 to the other side. We'll get b is equals to 4. And that's your final answer. Now moving on to the next part. It says here, using your values of a and b, find the exact coordinates of p. So p is currently placed at the x-axis, so it means that we are going to substitute y is equals to 0. So copying the question with the a and b's inside here, y equals to 2 plus 4 cos 4x. Okay, now let's substitute. When y is equals to 0, you'll have 2 plus 4 cos 4x is equals to 0. And we're going to have cos 4x is equals to negative half. Okay, so then we have 4x is equals to 2 pi over 3. Right, so this is from the previous part that we found. But if we look back at the quadrant ASTC, right, since we're dealing with a negative value and it's cos, so we'll be taking the S and T quadrant, second and third quadrant. And the value of 2 pi over 3 here is currently at the quadrant of S, which is already given here. That will be your S. So what we're going to do next is we want to find T. And in order to find T, we need to find theta, right? So theta is going to be inverse of cos, positive 1 over 2. So you get pi over 3. So theta is pi over 3. Okay, and in order to find the segment T, so that would be pi plus pi over 3, and that's going to give you 4 pi over 3. Okay, now let's get rid of this. Okay, now you want to divide everything by 4. We should have pi over 6 and pi over 3. So pi over 6 is already given here, which means that leaves p to be pi over 6. So let's finalize our answers. P is going to be pi over 3, 0. Now let's find the final answer. We want to find the exact coordinates of M, and we know that M is the minimum point. So if it's a minimum point, we're going to use differentiation. So using the coordinates of y equals to 2 plus, not coordinates, equation, cos 4x, we're going to find dy over dx, which is going to become negative 4/16 sine 4x. Now since m is a minimum point, we are going to substitute dy over dx equals to 0. So that's negative 16 sine 4x is equals to 0, and we'll have sine 4x is equals to 0. Then 4x is going to be equals to, it's going to be multiple values here. We have 0, we have pi, and also 2 pi. Okay, listing out the possibilities. Now we can move the 4 to the other side. We'll get 0, pi over 4, and then pi over 2. Okay, now to determine which one is m, we have to make sure it's between pi over 6 to pi over 3. So by checking this, let's try to make everything into 1. Yeah, so So I'll put pi over 6 here, and I can change 6 with 4 to 12. So that's going to be 2 pi over 12. And then for pi over 4, it's going to be multiplied with 3. So we have 3 pi over 12. Okay. Now let's double check that it doesn't exceed the pi over 3. So pi over 3, you're going to be multiplying this by 4. So that's 4 pi over 12. So just nice. So which means our answer for point M is going to be, not the final answer yet, it's just the x coordinates. It's pi over 4. Next, we need to find the y coordinates. So the y coordinates is going to be 2 plus 4 cos 4 bracket pi over 4. So basically it's just 2 plus 4 cos pi. And the answer here is going to be negative 2. So let's finalize. We have M is going to be pi over 4 and negative 2. There you go.